right, this your boy Nimi, back with another reading. This is gonna be a reading for the sign of Scorpio. So Scorpio, that was a terrible shuffle. Scorpio, what's up with it? We're gonna try it again. All right. Okay, so you guys could be getting comfy at work or getting comfortable with a routine. Maybe new, maybe regular, who knows? Hey, good morning, 7K. So yeah, we're getting reorientated. So this could be getting reorientated with yourself or getting like back on like a fresh start. All right, this could be maybe you're getting reorientated with somebody else too, possibly coworkers or people you see regularly. You guys could be getting acquainted with each other or becoming a little bit more friendly. Could be dealing with an Aquarius, could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or Cancer. All right, so this may be somebody that you guys may normally keep your distance from, or just maybe not interact with like that. Or this was somebody who you guys did have like a falling out with, but now you guys are maybe taking more of a diplomatic approach to the connection, more of a detached approach where you guys don't really care where it turns out or where it goes. All right, it's like I just want to get to know you all over again, or I just want to start all over again. So it's a fresh start that's coming at work. You know what I mean? But a fresh start could just mean like I've always had this coworker next to me or in the office, but we just never talked. You know what I mean? We never socialized. So it's that type of energy where it's like now we're just talking. This could be large groups of people because Aquarius energy, which usually gives me like random people just trying to get to know you, but these could be people who've always been there. All right. The disillusion is here, but it just means that people are going to probably be seeing you differently than how they've seen you before. All right. So now, oh, maybe they're requiring, now they're maybe wanting stability, but they're going to come off in a more nonchalant way. And stability could just mean like they want to be part of maybe your foundation, part of your schedule, part of your everyday life. You know what I mean? So that's where it kind of like if it's a partnership that you're already dealing with, they're able to kind of like detach and not feel so needy, so clingy, not always wondering where you are. They kind of already know. You know what I mean? So this could be that like maybe you guys understand each other on like a I don't know, like on a more practical means. You know what I mean? Like I'll call you when I need you, or I'll talk to me when I need, emotions, feelings to be expressed, blah, blah, blah. There's talks, all right, or friendships. It's like that. Like maybe you guys only talk to each other when you guys are in need or when you guys are in the same environment. You know what I mean? So you guys maybe like limiting, and I'm not gonna say limiting, but I'm just gonna use limiting for the lack of better words, but limiting the connections to like certain areas. You know what I mean? So like these are my friends, let's say on social media. These are my friends at the salon. These are my friends at the park. You know what I mean? Like these are people I usually see in this area. So these are my friends for this area. You know what I mean? So you guys could also probably be tailoring your personality to that. What does it say? I keep fantasizing about when I get to have you again. So this is probably a past experience that you're about to share. It says things ain't the same without you. So you could be missing. That might be it. People just miss having you around. So that might be why they're trying to get reorientated with you again or get to know you all over again and coming off in a sense where it's like a distant, you know what I mean? Like I keep a healthy sense of distance and I only come off like I'm being friendly, you know what I mean? But it's not really who they are. What they're really looking for is most of y'all to date you guys on a deeper level, you know what I mean? Or to like be in your space. All right. Like to have stability. It could be the connection. Yeah. We got Queen of Wands, we got Page of Swords. So they're gonna be flattering you or like trying to figure out if you find them to be attractive. Could be dealing with a Leo, could be dealing with a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and most of it's gonna be conversation. It's like the flattery is flattery, but they may also be like hyping themselves up, making themselves seem good. So the people that you're interacting with, they want to be more than friends, but they also want like and friends. I mean like they want to be like friends or deeper friends, or they want to be like romantic. That's what I mean. You know what I mean? It doesn't even really give too much of like a professional, even if this is like in a professional setting, it doesn't really give professional setting or professional vibes. This gives more emotional connection vibes. All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. All right. So, yeah, there's gonna be something that you're gonna be able to learn here. So maybe like a skill set that you're able to like teach, you know what I mean, or something that you're learning from these interactions, because it's gonna be like two different people, maybe more, because I said Aquarius energy, so maybe more, maybe multiple people that show up in this light that like become more friendly, more talkative towards you, you know what I mean, but like in a nonchalant way, you know what I mean. So people don't want to seem like they care more than what they do, or that they're attracted to you more than what they are, or that they're interested more than what they are. Yeah, we got the Knight of Cups, we got the Page of Cups in reverse, Four of Cups. All right, so yeah, again, it's basically offers. They may offer or do favors for you just to kind of be around. You know, maybe they ask a favor, and it's insincere because the Page of Cups in reverse. So maybe they're like, can you like just little stuff? They want you in their space. You know what I mean? Just little things like let's say I'm giving an example. Say you had like a ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, and maybe you was the person that always fixed the TV, or you was always the person that knew how to like make their favorite meal. They call you, hey, how do I make a peanut butter jelly sandwich? You was like, you've been making peanut butter jelly sandwiches, but like how do I make it the way you make it? You know, they may just kind of like be reaching out in that light. Like people will be insincerely, and I say flattering you, but it could just be like insincerely trying to gain your approval or attention just with little things. You know what I mean? Asking favors that they really don't need you to do. You know what I mean? Just because they want you around. You're gonna notice that a lot more. So it's an emotional intensity. People want to be in your space, so they want to share time with you a lot more. These could be people who at one time maybe were bored or like tired of you. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? So some of y'all, they may have played that game. This may have been somebody who may have acted like they weren't impressed by you or acted like they weren't as fond of you as they are. You know what I mean? That's how it's going to come off. Like, I'm not that fond of you. You're okay. You know what I mean? Like, people try to, I'm going to say, downplay their feelings for you. You're going to probably know, I don't know if you'll notice that, but usually with the earth energy is usually becoming aware of your environment and aware of the people that are within it. So that might be what's coming for y'all. And then with an Aquarius approach, it's just being able to look at some of these like interactions in hindsight and then being able to like see through the illusion that people were putting up or see through like the mannerisms, behaviors that people were putting up. It's a Scorpion trait that you already had, but I guess you guys are learning how to do it because Earth is about lessons through experience, through physical application. So stuff like that is what's happening here. All right. You guys may be analyzing things a lot more on like a deeper level. You know what I mean? On one that like has to do with like a larger scale. So even in your interactions, your day to day, even with family, children, kids, neighbors, whoever, even in your creative projects or just like the things that you do for pleasure, you guys are gonna be analyzing and kind of looking at why you do it. It's like, I'm not gonna say psychoanalyzing, but it kind of gives that vibe of like looking at why you do it, what you do to like soothe yourself, why you do that. Like, do you shake your leg nervously? Do you have like a little fidget where maybe you pick your nails? You're gonna be kind of paying attention to these things and learning what those habits or what those mannerisms or what those behaviors mean to you or what they are triggering. All right. So also you guys will be getting text from somebody shortly or a call, something like that. It's just like more like a playful call. Like, so it's a text or a call. It's a maybe a video chat or something along the lines of that. You're gonna be getting that. So this is somebody who's afraid of you, that things turn around in your favor. So we got Aquarius energy. We got the star here again, and we got two of wands. All right, yeah. So basically, what's going on is people gonna be somebody's gonna be trying to distract you, maybe from work or distract you from like making a decision shortly. They're being strategic about it too. This is somebody who wants you to like need them for encouragement or wants you to feel encouraged to take action. So their strategy is basically maybe to appeal to your senses, whether it be taste, scent, smell, touch, smell, sight, hear. I don't know. So maybe it's one of those. They're going to do something of the sense where it's like it catches your attention. So it doesn't have to just be sight. Like it could be anything. It could be a call, it could be a text, it could be a picture, it could be something to kind of like catch your attention. Because it's somebody who feels like things aren't the same when you're not around, or things aren't the same when you're not focused on them. Because that's what's coming to them. Like you're not really focused on me as much. So that's where the games start coming in. You know what I mean? And these are just games that are like intended to try to get you to like pay them more attention, notice them more, play with me more. You know what I mean? Just like stuff like that. Stuff like that is going to be coming. You're going to notice these interactions with people though. So it's not even just like a one-time thing. You're going to be noticing it with people. So that's how you'll know how to handle situations like that when it keeps showing up. So it maybe like for some of y'all, it's maybe like a barrage of people that you're meeting and you're learning through these interactions, like how to deal with like people that you haven't dealt with before. Because you guys be kind of scary at times when new people come in, or even when past people come in. You like what they want, kind of like a Capricorn. You're like what you want. You know what I mean? Why they do what they do. You know what I mean? So you guys are pretty investigative. All right, let me see what we got here. It says inside scoop, a closer look, nosy, be up all in your business. So that's what it is. They're strategizing to be nosy, to be all in your business, to know how you feel about them. The conversations that you have with them are really mostly them bigging themselves up or making themselves like, not saying that they aren't seeming good or they aren't good. It's just like they just are like showing, I'm just gonna say showing their utility or their usefulness, you know what I mean, as a way of trying to get closer. You know what I mean? Or they're trying to make you feel useful in their life. So that way you could feel closer to them. You know what I mean? There's somebody who probably doesn't really have much game because of the Page of Cups. they don't normally have too much game. They use either jealousy or they use flattery, and that's all they really got. They only got like two moves. You know what I mean? They play games, emotional games, where some days they're really flirty and chatty, and then other days they're not because they kind of want you to chase them or they kind of want you to like give it back to them. You know what I mean? So there's something like that is happening here. They may even promise y'all. Some of y'all, this person may be trying to move in with y'all. Maybe like, I guess for the stability. Maybe you're more of like a parental figure in that light. You give off more of like a. I'm not gonna say allow them to do what they want to do, but like you don't seem to be as serious as maybe previous partners. Like you're not as condescending or cold or dismissive, or you know what I mean. You may be a little bit more receptive or a little bit more self-sufficient, where so you're not really depending on them to do as much as maybe their partners prior to them did. So I think that's what they like. Like they don't have to help. They don't need to like do more for this person. And then a lot of y'all also have like a lot of star qualities about you or star potential, and like maybe career, work, your environment. Like maybe a lot of people just know you. A lot of people are like fond of you. You know what I mean? But like they also try to hide it. And then maybe a lot of people know about that because it's the inside scoop, which just means that people want to be in your business. But some of y'all is because of either you guys lost weight or like this obsession to your body or this obsession to your voice or this obsession to your like distant and detached approach. You know what I mean? Like maybe you're not so easily readable or so easily like I'm say attainable, so easily like caught. That might be what it is too. So maybe your allure is going up shortly. Anyway, let me give you signs. Could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Leo, Sag, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. That's all the signs. It's gonna be all the signs. My bad, y'all. I was about to tell you, all the signs. There's no way around that. All right, so I don't know. It's a bunch of people too, so it's gonna be all the signs. At some point, all the signs are gonna interact with you. I don't know if it's in a day or if it's just over the course of time. You're gonna notice this, like, oh, okay, and start learning how to deal with people in that light. All right. Oh, I know, Sage. I know. Anyway, Scorpio. That was if y'all got I think it's Capricorn or Virgo. I forgot. It's one of the two. But if you got one of those two signs in your chart, I'm about to be doing them next. All right. What'd you just say, Pentarina? Let me go look. Let me go look. It makes that makes sense for Capricorn. Is that what you're saying? Don't forget to like. Yeah, thank y'all for the likes, y'all. Thank y'all in advance. Let's see. You and Keith don't do shit. You and Keith is bitches. Y'all don't even fucking fish. I better put it on my channel. Oh, thank you. Oh, of course, Pentarina. I sure will. You better know it. All right. No, I'm not in Colorado, y'all. I'm in Delaware. But if I ever go back there to visit again, you guys will know it because I'm gonna let everybody know I'm in Colorado. Colorado is beautiful. I loved it. I used to live there like 5-6 years. I used to love it. That was like one of my favorite places ever to live. All right, y'all. I'm gone.